Let's look at this. This is a collection that consists of a few different options. I have a ring available here in sizes 5 through 12. And let's start with the ring for a moment, because if you look at the ring, you're going to see that play of color, the magic. I described it the magic and the majesty, because it really is. This is why, for an eternity, people all around the world have been in love with opal. And I believe we have Mr. Michael Valitutti rejoining us. Michael, sir, we were just discussing, we opened up the conversation on Ethiopian opal. This is unlike anything else in the world, right?
No, absolutely. And this is from the world-famous Wellow mine. And it's one of the most remote areas of the world. And all the Ethiopian opal, it's a 1 meter vein. So it's about 3 feet. In width, and it spans about 1,500 feet, and it's in a certain plateau. It's in a very remote area, and it has to be completely hand dug. What makes this opal so phenomenal? It's basically a couple of things. First of all, it has 0 water content, which means it will not crack like opals from Australia because it has no water content. Opals crack because they dry out, not because they're soft. So that's not a problem with this opal. Number 2, it undergoes no treatment. It has an incredibly high level of play of color, which is very natural to this opal. GIA, when I attended it, did a whole seminar at their last symposium just on this opal, and they say that, this quoting them, that it has rewritten the books as far as opal is concerned. It's all hand dug. It's very difficult to get this opal out. Sir, it forms in what we call a nodule. Most opal forms in a vein. This one doesn't. It forms in almost like it's a little grape, and they crack it open like a little egg, and inside is the opal, and it preserves it.
It's amazing. I mean, it's a miracle of Mother Nature, right? I mean, that's what we're looking at. We're busy, folks. If you're on hold, just bear with us. I promise we're going to get to you. Do I still have all sizes in the ring, please, Kevin? Size. I now have sizes 8, 9, 10, and 11. I've lost 5, I've lost 6, I've lost 7, and I've lost 12. So 8, 9, 10, and 11, if you want the ring, I want you to look as close as possible at this ring. Again, the opal, whether you're looking at the pendant with the necklace or the earrings, but just while I'm holding the ring, you get as close as possible and you see it. Michael, I don't have to try and show this off. It's plain and clear to see for all of America. It's magical.
It really, really is magical. And ladies and gentlemen, because I have Ruff here to prove it, this undergoes no treatment whatsoever. It is completely natural in origin, and it doesn't need treatment. With this particular piece, we have the 9x6 in the center, which is a pear shape. Oftentimes you don't see them cut in fancy shapes, but we've matched it with London blue topaz, Swiss blue topaz, peridot, and citrine. Now, why did I do that? Well, you can see it's picking up the colors, the play of color inside the gemstone. I mean, and take a look at that matching pendant. I mean, absolutely superb. Do you see how the two-tone really works here, sir? Do you see that, how it picks up the color?
You see, look, I mean, look, you see the two-tone everywhere? It really does, though. And again, it's so distinctive, it's so unique. Michael, I didn't even look at the price of the ring, and while you were just talking, and then I looked at it at $125, and now I understand why it's selling out so quickly. $125, if you're on the phone, we are going to be counting you in a moment. Do not hang up. The necklace is 18 inches to 20 inches, so you've got that flexibility. But what about this bracelet? Michael, talk to us about the amazing bracelet that we have.
Whenever I do a show, a presentation, I always love to give you what I consider a traditional line bracelet, and that's what this is. So, you know, this is one where the gems go all the way around, that has a traditional clasp with the 2 safety sidebars, and all the individual links are casted. They have the undergallery applied. This is for a woman that wants to wear a glamorous, beautiful bracelet, and this is going to go with every single color in your wardrobe. I think that's what we love about opal. So, you know, think of all the fashions that you buy at HSN. This is going to go with everything you own, because in this particular piece, there's the marquee amethyst, the rhodolite, the London blue topaz, the citrine, the peridot, and then the different shapes of that beautiful Ethiopian opal. And you see the glamorous look that you're seeing there? And the price is amazing. I mean, I'll let you talk to that, but I know how much this costs to put together. There's a lot of labor in putting together a bracelet.
Well, you look at it, and just to reiterate what Michael just said, I mean, there is peridot, princess cut, citrine, the ovals, London blue topaz, marquise, the rhodolite princess cut, and the amethyst in there as well. So there's a lot going on. The earrings, I have 24 pair left if you do want the earrings. Yes. Again, beauty and prestige is there. But these are heirloom pieces. These are meant for a lifetime. These are meant to enjoy. And it's also nice to feel special. You know, we go back to the thought process that Michael and the team put into this, the different cuts, the different gemstones, the different stories. Michael, it's nice to not see yourself coming and going, and I think so many of us now more than ever want to feel special in jewelry that's unique and special to us.
And this is why I insist my designers, we hand draw everything. In today's world, computers are used for everything. And there's programs out there, there's about 7 big programs that most designers use, and it automates a lot of the process. Why do you think a lot of jewelry looks the same? When we hire them, we give them a pencil and a paper and say, here, it's the old-fashioned way. No, I'm serious. And a lot of them don't last, but it forces you, sir, to sit and think. It's like reading a book. It seems old-fashioned, but notice how you get more out of it because you're taking your time. You can't rush everything in life. You know that. So we design by hand, and doesn't it show? Doesn't it show in the uniqueness of every single piece, the way it's been crafted, how the different shapes, everything just comes together.
The ring's sold out, so thank you for your orders on the ring. The earrings are nearly gone. If you do want those earrings, and a lot of people love just opal earrings. I mean, really, we get a lot of requests for opal earrings. Look at the style, look at the shapes, look how it comes together. I mean, this is such a beautiful, gorgeous look to it. If you do want those, I'll put them down because they are nearly gone. We're getting a lot of calls on the necklace and pendant. And, you know, I think for so many of us, Michael, jewelry takes on so much of a meaning. It's precious. We think about folklore. We think about the history of them. And opal is full of wondrous stories.
It absolutely is. And it's what we call in gemology a phenomena gemstone. See, most other gemstones get their color from an element that actually infiltrates the crystal and selective absorption. An opal is different. It's based on its structure. If I were to take you an electron microscope and we look into an opal, you see little spheres, silica spheres, and they look like little ping pong balls perfectly aligned. And those spheres have to be in a straight line, and they can only be 15 to 20 microns in width. Do you know how rare it is for nature to align something that perfectly? That's why there's not many precious opal deposits. And here we have one that not only is precious and gorgeous, but that's affordable and that doesn't have to be enhanced so we can see the color. So those are rare elements that come together. That's why I get so excited about it. But imagine how excited you're going to be when you get to wear this.
You've got to put it on, you've got to try it on, you've got to see what people say. You have our 30-day return policy, so always feel confident about that. We want you to try it on in the comfort and luxury of your own home. Now, obviously, we've done a lot of shopping with Michael today. If you want to do flex pay, you certainly can do that. All of our items celebrating the launch of Gems by Michael Valitutti is going to be on 5 flexible payments. That's our way of making it a little easier. There's no finance charge or penalty for taking advantage of flex pay. The pendant is now the #1 seller. So if you want in on that quality of opal, this is your opportunity to do it. And the pendant, which we'll give you all the details on in a second, is absolutely spectacular at this price. I mean, you're looking at $141. So just so you know, that is $141 for the necklace and the pendant. The ring we know sold out. The earrings are $149. The bracelet is $288 and change. Obviously, the bracelet gives you so much. I love all the shapes, though, that you use, Michael. It's got the curiosity factor. It's intriguing to look at.
It really does. And with the earrings, I love we articulate it. So we actually hook them up together. So it gives you a little bit of movement. And the reason that we do it here in Toronto by hand is that after you shake your ear, your earrings stop and they're going to completely face forward again. So don't worry about that. They're beautifully made, but it adds interest. And that's one thing. It's actually, if you study design, which I did, it's called play of shapes. And you can look that up. And that is the first lesson that they teach you in design. And by the way, that is the premise of most interior designers.
Wow.
You know, whether you're designing a house or whether you're designing jewelry, there's certain common things that designers do. So play on shapes is basic, but it doesn't mean it's not sophisticated. It works. Look at the play of shapes, how it's working with that bracelet. I mean, that's a complete standout piece.
Well, they are all standout pieces, let me tell you. People asking about the necklace, I will give you the details, folks, I promise you on the necklace. The bracelet, I have a dozen left. Julie is wearing the necklace as well. That is a great